All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3, OTB. Let's talk a little New Orleans Saints, and to do so, our guy Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football, joins us. Nicholas, how we doing today, sir?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Strong to quite strong. It's Florida week, and, that brings a little extra juice to this show. We're Gator haters, and so anytime Florida's coming to town, we turn the hate up, Nick. You know what I'm saying?
They're looking a little soft right now, though, so it might be a good time.
Yeah, look, I mean, actually,
we don't love that.
It's like the only time, I kind of wanted Florida to win, so it could be like this nice top 12 matchup. But they let the Bulls of South Florida take them down. But it's okay. Our hate still doesn't go away. So we're excited. We're fired up. And look, I think there's a lot of good to take away from the New Orleans Saints on Sunday against the Cardinals because this year for me, I want to see them continue to develop, continue to grow, continue to get better because there's a lot of new. And nobody on this show, any show really, was calling for the New Orleans Saints to be a playoff team. We all know that. So actually, look, it was a loss. There's no moral victories. I understand all that. But the operation of everything, for the most part, it actually looked like it's on schedule. And there's some benefits and things that you can take from that game, I think, moving forward.
Yeah, it really comes down to how you're processing it and what your expectations are. And for me, it felt like a good game. And I'm not someone looking for moral victories or anything, but right now, I just don't see a team that's going to win 9-10 games and make the playoffs. You just want to see young guys make plays. You want to see progress. You want to see Kellen Moore's system make sense. You want to see Brandon Staley's system fitting guys and have people making plays. And I think we saw all of that. And I know that Spencer Rattler's yards per attempt was 4.6, which is way too low, and you don't want that on most weeks. But I thought overall, I thought he kind of managed that game pretty well. And if you're going against an Arizona team, and the whole week we're talking about how good those safeties are, I don't want to challenge them too much. So even on some of that stuff, where I'm arching maybe one eyebrow, I'm not arching two. Just let's wait and get more information. The only thing I really didn't like in this game was the 13 penalties. I think 8 of them were pre-snap. The 13 penalties were the most that the Saints, I think, have had in the last 8 years. But the difference between, I think, this team and when we were having these same types of conversations about penalties and operation notes and all this stuff, 2-3 years ago, is that I actually think they'll get fixed now. I think that Kellen Moore and the staff, I think they're legitimately smart, intelligent people. I think they're going to see problems. I think they're going to address them. And I think that stuff's going to get better. So definitely could have been worse. It was a watchable product. And really that's all I'm looking for right now is that it just isn't inept and punchless. And they looked okay.
Yeah, you talk about the penalties. To me, that was kind of the theme of that game. When you look at everything, you talked about the yards per attempt with Rattler, and you're watching this game, you're like, all right, we're push it down the field. But when you back yourself up and you put yourself in non-normal down and distances, defenses can just play shell on you, right? And just make you beat them by taking the short stuff, making you check it down, making you take the underneath route. And it seemed like that's what Arizona was doing the entire game. They said, all right, you're not going to beat us deep. We're going to make a young quarterback go the distance of the field. We're going to make him be patient, and beat us that way. And at the end of the day, we just didn't execute enough. But I know you've broken down all the numbers and watched the film and seen what coverage is and things like that. But did that translate? Did that opinion kind of translate that they just took everything deep away and made Spencer play underneath?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, I think that was definitely their plan. And I also think that the Saints made the decision that, okay, they're going to try to do that, and we aren't going to challenge it and let Spencer get in trouble by, trying to hit the hole throws against, these coverage. It's just not, that's not smart. You shouldn't be trying to do that. And I think there was, an element, too, of them maybe keeping, some pages of the playbook closed in this one, but I think that's what you should be doing. Like, I think they need to feel out this quarterback and probably not expect him to win them games. And I don't think you're going to play that way. And over time, he might earn that and might earn that trust. But I think it's a little bit of both. I think Arizona absolutely was playing that brand of football, and I think the Saints weren't really trying to challenge it. And I think that's okay for now. Like, you got to figure it out. You got to feel it out. Like, these are, it's not Aaron Rodgers, like, a quarterback. Like, you got to play a certain type of way. And I think their best bet of winning a game, stealing a game from Arizona, and they almost did, is to play kind of safe and be a little bit conservative and not make mistakes, because this isn't a team that's going to be good enough to overcome, an interception or you're giving up points. Like, it's just not, there's not enough firepower there right now. So I think we're going to probably see a lot of tighter game plans at times, and they're going to just try to stay in games and hope they get a break and hope things go their way. And it almost did. Like, that throw at the end of the game to Juwan Johnson, like, that's like a Drew Brees level throw. Like if he catches that thing, like, that goes on the Canton reel for, like, guys that go in there. Like, that was an incredible throw. And it probably should have got caught. Like, a very hard play to make, but, you give a guy $34 million to be a big guy that makes tough catches. Like, I think you got to make that one. I'm not killing him for it. It's just one that you're paid to come down with. The Washington game last year too, that 2-point conversion was another one that he probably should have caught, hit him in the hands. But I definitely agree with it. I think that's what it looked like. And I'm not at him for not asking Spencer Rattler to push it in game one under a new regime. Like, I think that's probably smart football right now.
The narrative for quarterbacks and head coaches is so wild because of a little, like, you're so reliant on the execution of everybody, right? It's the greatest team sport. So what's the narrative for Spencer Rattler's game if he comes down with that catch is so much different.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much different. It's so reliant on your teammates, on everything, because you're right. He took what the defense gave him, and we all were like, he played pretty darn good. We're not going to say played great. It was a safe game plan. But, like, you make that catch.
I feel like he was in total control of the offense.
The narrative of Spencer Rattler is like, holy hell, we got a guy. That's 2-minute drive.
Right.
And
to Nick's point, when you are in there for that reason, was it an easy catch? No. But with Juwan Johnson, we've seen his run blocking. We saw it Sunday. You're in there for that play, and you expect him to make it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you guys are totally right. Like, if he catches that, or like if there's like another deep throw, like the yards per attempt goes up, so that's not a narrative. And by the way, Joe Burrow was at 4.9 and Bo Nix was at like 4. So, like, all this framing that gets done off of one game is like so stupid. Like, it's just so pointless. Right. Just kind of got to see where it goes and see how it builds. If he makes that catch, they stole a guy, and then the people are probably like, well, why did they draft Shuck? They could have had Will Johnson, and like, all this stuff. Like, it's completely different. And I go back to game one of the Jameis regime when he threw for, like, I can't even remember what it was, like 180 yards and 5 touchdowns against Green Bay in that first game. And it was like, oh my God, Sean Payton, like, created another Hall of Famer. And then, it turns out it's Jameis Winston. Like, but the framing of the whole thing is completely dependent on that one play. And if he makes that play, right now the conversation we're having is did they steal a guy? And, oh my God, can he be it? Like, it just changes the conversation so much.
Nick, did you see the catch Brock Purdy throws the game-winning touchdown in Seattle this week? Did you see that play? Like, he throws it, he scrambles out. Mm-hmm. It was going right to a defender. Like, it should have been an interception. This guy, his teammate comes out of nowhere, jumps in front of the guy, and he catches it. Of course, it goes down. Brock Purdy, game-winning drive, game-winning touchdown pass. It's like Spencer's throw was so much better than, like, that one. It was a terrible decision. But, he gets the game win. It's football's a crazy game like that, and when you either get your flowers or you get the hate, and it's all dependent on other people usually. So pretty wild.
Yeah, especially in like small sample season when it's one game, like it gets a little out of control. It might be Mac Jones week this week though, so that's something definitely to watch. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
And hey, can you confirm or deny either way that Demario Davis has found the fountain of youth?
Man, like the way he's playing is crazy. The way Cam was playing was crazy too. And one of the things I heard from a lot of the guys on defense the last couple of years, and as things go bad, you guys know how it goes. Like, people start to get frustrated with stuff, and when it's working well, like, it's the smartest thing in the world. But like, they were starting to get a little frustrated the last couple of years that they felt like they weren't being put in the roles where they were featuring the playmakers on defense was the phrasing that was often used. And it was just really, a tight scheme, and there wasn't a lot of freedom within it. I think there's a little bit of freedom within what they're doing. I think that they're doing a good job of trying to feature these guys. I was talking to DeMario yesterday. He told me this is the most fun he's ever had playing football. And I think it kind of looks like that. I think those run plays behind those big guys in the 3-4 front when Godshaw's eating up a couple blocks and you can just go fly through a gap and make a play. Like, you see that showing up, and then DeMario's read and react ability, I think, really shines in those situations. There was a play, though, like where he's like sitting in the middle of the field and he breaks down into the right flat and snuffs out a screen for a loss of a yard, which was absolutely an insane play to see him make. They kind of had like that middle screen to the receiver, Dortch. He saw that and lit it up. I mean, you could go through and probably make a cut up of about probably 12 to 15 plays and of him just doing things that are just, plus moments. And that's huge. I mean, at some point he's going to look like an older guy, but I think just, the ability to see and react to things and then the scheme changing just a little bit to maybe highlight that, like, shows up for him. And then for Cam, like, I think a lot last year, like you would see him, lined up over the tackle, 5 tech, 7 tech, like they're out in that like wide 9, and the wide 9's so wide that it should probably be like a wide 11 at times. Like, there were plays when you're watching the end zone view where they have the defensive line and they actually had to like zoom out to get Cam into frame. And like, it's just a completely different role than we've seen over the last couple of years. And I think allowing him to get another step, get a little bit of a head of steam going, you can turn speed into power. Like that very first sack, like you saw that, I think on the pass tip, same thing. Like, I think just giving him a little bit more room to operate, I think allows him to make plays. And that was the biggest shock to me in the world. Cause like, the last couple of years you're looking at Cam and you kind of think, something's happening, and this is just like a complete turnaround. Not, I don't expect him to get a sack and a half every single week, but I do think that maybe this scheme, like, it'll be able to operate a little bit better. It might put him in better positions to succeed. He's kind of been on a very open and honest, every time he talks about Todd Grantham, like he says his name and he tells you what he thinks about him. And, it wasn't a very high opinion. And, it looks like maybe he was right. And then, Todd Grantham gives up 69 points on Saturday to the Ducks as Oklahoma State's defensive coordinator. Like, not a good week for him.
Yeah.
Nick, one thing that stuck out to me during the game in a negative way was the missed opportunity to call a timeout at the end of the first half, to, have a chance to be aggressive, try to steal 3 right there at the end when you get the ball back. Now, I think the thing that's under-thought about or under-talked about is Kellen Moore has to learn how to be a head coach and a play caller at the same time. It's not an easy thing. Most offensive play callers, so I was in Green Bay, Mike McCarthy was a play caller. There's a guy that was in charge of clock management. Like, there's a guy is there somebody on that staff that is in? So Kellen has to learn how to juggle all these things, okay? So the defense is out on the field. As a play caller, offensive coordinator, all you're thinking about is your next series on offense. Like, how do I want to hit him? How do I want to attack this defensive coordinator? Looking at the things that they're doing to me, like what kind of pressures they bring. You can't do that as a head coach. You can't go look at the pictures. You can't sit there and dissect it. So you have to worry about like the clock management. But usually for play calling head coaches, there is somebody that is in charge of those special situations. So even though the head coach gets the blame and he has to make that, there's no excuse really for it. And I know there's probably is an excuse, but you're looking at it, it's the National Football League. There's no excuse for not wanting to do that, be aggressive and score points. Is there somebody on staff that you know of that is kind of in charge of that role?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's probably something I should have gotten specific clarity on yesterday. So that's a week one hit on me. I'll get that cleaned up and get better.
You can take it. You can take that question.
I'll definitely ask it. This week he did bring in Scott Linehan, and I think that's probably the guy that's probably in charge of that stuff. He's the senior offensive assistant. Kind of seems like that would probably be his role. He's been around for a while. I think the game management aspect would probably be. With him, I think everybody else that we see on the offensive staff is down on the sideline. So I'm assuming he's up in the booth kind of handling some of that stuff. But it's definitely, look, a couple things here. Like, yes, I think he needs to develop. And when they hired him, I had talked to somebody with another team that had previously interviewed Kellen Moore, and they're like, man, he's really smart, but it's probably going to take him some time to develop as a head coach. And I think that's true. I mean, look, even last night we saw in the Bears game, Ben Johnson totally screwed up that end of game situation there. Yep. They should have kicked the ball out of bounds. You get the ball at the 40. You get the 2-minute warning. I think there's just stuff that you have to go through. And I think people here probably forget how bad Sean Payton was his first couple of years at game management stuff. I think you just kind of have to learn it, and you get better at it, and, you grow. I think the one thing that he probably didn't do as well as he could have, and it turned into 2-day stories. I felt like the explanations of it on the first day weren't great. And if he just came out and said what he said yesterday, which was basically, hey, look, we saved the timeouts because they had their 3 and we didn't want to go 3 and out and give them a chance to score at the end of the half. If you just say that, I don't necessarily agree with the approach, but I can understand that, this is an offense that wasn't moving the ball very well. You're playing tight. You're kind of not trying to make a mistake, and you think points are at a premium, and maybe you can steal the game. And guess what? He was almost right. If Juwan catches that pass, another thing where narratives change. It's well, they played tight, you catch the pass, and you hit the 2-point conversion. We're getting into a lot of ifs here, but the whole game management theory wasn't necessarily all the way wrong, even though if I don't like playing tight there. But if you had just explained it, it wouldn't have been a 2-day story. It would have been a 1-day story. But again, I think that just goes into learning how to handle things as a head coach. That's the first time he's ever been questioned about clock management. Yeah. It's the first time he's ever been in a clock management situation. You learn, you grow, and the good thing is that this is probably a 5-win team, and those mistakes probably aren't going to cost you too many games. They aren't going to be the difference between the playoffs probably. So, I think it's okay. I think he's really smart though. You look at some of the offensive play design, some of the stuff they're doing is just, I've been watching, kind of the same offense for so long, Kubiak a little bit last year, but there's just stuff in there that's so much different. And, they didn't hit on all the plays, but you see the creativity, you see the intelligence behind everything they do. I'm okay with him needing some time to get better as long as he learns from the stuff. And again, I think he's a very self-aware individual, and I think he will clean up his own mistakes and figure out how to get better at them pretty quickly.
All right, there he is, Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football, joins us every single Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Nick, we appreciate the time as always, sir.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right, before we take a break, I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical. Boudreaux'sElectrical.com is the website. Go ahead and get that free quote today. It is more power. It is more protection. It is not too late. Over 80 generators right now ready to go. So you have them come out. They'll slab it, install it. You're ready, even though storm season has already started. 985-397-1562 on the North Shore in the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. What grade would you give the Saints?
What grade would I give them?
Opening week.
C+.
That's where I was, too.
Oh, nice. With a plus and everything?
Yeah, C+ and everything.
Look at us. Half a brain cell. Right here.
Well, it's kind of actually a fourth.
Well, both together.
No, exactly.
Yep.
I knew what I was saying. All right, we'll take a break, though. More OTB when we come back here.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com. G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with a Y.com, where you'll clearly see the difference as Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. And so I love the website. It's always right there for you at your fingertips, broken down into different categories. You can go to windows, doors, siding, also the other services that they can offer you as well. Testimonials of past clients, a gallery of work right there on the homepage. But one of the things I always encourage you to do, 225-250-8808. Call them, have them come out because they can customize your job as well. Go to that website today to find that contact information and check out that gallery of work. Go Tommies.com.
All right, Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Serving Louisiana with quality products and, more importantly, quality service. So whether it's windows with that lifetime warranty, whether it's siding with that lifetime warranty, you are clearly going to see the difference. So if you're starting a project, you're going to get a couple different prices. Make sure Tommy's is one of them so they can prove to you they are the best in the biz. Go to GoTommys.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
right, welcome back in OTB Tuesday morning. The New Orleans Saints could be facing a very, very banged up San Francisco 49er team. No George Kittle going to be in this contest. They might be facing McCorkle.
Who?
McCorkle.
Who's that?
Mac Jones. It's his real name. It's McCorkle.
He still plays?
He's on the team. He might play. Brock Purdy questionable for this game.
Let's go, Saints.
George Kittle out. Juwan Jennings questionable for this contest. Now, also on the Saints injury report, Chase Young questionable, Trevor Penning questionable, Jordan Howden questionable, Fuaga questionable. So
Olave did Olave end up on the injury report?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's
Poor
good.
guy. They out there trying to kill him.
You mean more injured than he is?
Like he's just permanently injured.
Permanently injured.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going
He's
to
gonna
put
be-
you
I
on the
feel
injury
No, I don't
report.
see him on there, no.
bad
Unless
for
you're
Chris
Everybody
Olave.
knows. We know.
We don't need to put him
Yeah.
on the report.
Hey, I appreciate him fighting to get back in the game, though.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Like
something that we talked about like last year. Like, what's the point of trying to fight and get back, right?
Well, you did.
Yeah,
I'm a meathead.
sure.
I've been like, let's shoot it up.
What?
It's a concussion, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, shoot it up.
Opportunity to hit someone?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't care for 0-50.
Exactly. Never will care.
So we got another shot this weekend then.
I think they do.
I say we
I think so,
with
too.
love and care too. I'm officially we.
I mean, certainly if Brock Purdy doesn't play.
Yeah.
Now, like
He
Kittle
didn't
being
play.
out. Kittle
Purdy did not play great this past
No,
weekend.
and Kittle being out, like that's his safety blanket.
Yeah.
Like Brock Purdy is only at his best when George Kittle's in the lineup. And that's like I'm not saying like there's a lot of quarterbacks that have that, right? But like Kittle is without question his. When he's not playing great, he's like, okay, I got to find my guy.
Right,
Where's he
right.
at? Let me get comfortable. Let me throw him a ball and let's get going a little bit.
Well, and you didn't have Juwan Jennings last week. That showed.
Yeah.
And then, like, to your point, when Kittle went out of the game, it was, let me lock on to Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
And, like, I like Brock Purdy, but, like, he went
Yeah.
to Ricky Pearsall, and then
But
they kind of
Ricky-
started locking in on him. And Ricky
kinda
was great.
played, right?
He was great.
Yeah.
But
Goes from getting shot one year to playing pretty well the next.
Literally.
Literally shot with a
Yeah,
bullet.
well, he had
Also-
4 for over 100. I mean, yeah.
We talk about the bright spot of the Saints is their defense. So I feel like if you don't have Brock Purdy, you don't have George Kittle, that makes it a little easier for them. Get some stops out there. Spencer Rattler,
Rat
Pack.
Let's go.
let's go. I'm kind of
Game
feeling
two.
a win.
The game's in the
I'm feeling a
dome,
win.
too.
I'm kind of feeling,
Game's in the
It's
dome.
in the dome, yeah. I'm kind of
Are
what do you think it's
Are we
funny
guaranteeing
that
it?
when
That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be. Guaranteed
Guaranteed.
win. Let's go right here. OTB.
It's funny, though, that when the 49ers gave up their 3 first-round picks a couple years ago to move up to 3 overall, people questioned, are they taking Mac Jones or Trey Lance? They've had both, and they're both backups. So that's kind of fun.
That's
Yeah.
a really good
So
point.
it's kind of fun.
This is super fun. Life's a circle, man. Life is a circle.
Right now, the 49ers are a 4.5-point favorite on the road. Last
I'll take
week,
that.
the Cardinals were 6.5. Now they covered.
They did
But,
cover,
but-
it was
but
close.
it's going down a little
But-
bit. It's going down.
might throw a little something on
It
there.
is going
4.5 points is.
Honestly,
Did they
though-
not see that throw that was dropped?
Right.
Hey, I'm not even like I know
Come on, Vegas.
we were kind of kidding with Nick about that, but and I'm not saying it's an easy catch.
No, it wasn't.
It's not.
No.
But it's one that when that's what you are
With
and
the
that's who
Rashid-
you are. It was
Rashid
Juwan
in the-
Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the one that the third down where he
Yeah.
back shouldered, it's in his
Yeah.
hands, and when that's who you are, you have to catch it. Because we talked about this on Monday. That's why you're in there. Like, okay, let me pull up Juwan Johnson's grades, okay? Because he had some moments. He graded out overall as a 57. You're like, wait a minute, he had a pretty good game. Well, it's because his run blocking grade was a 34. Like, you're not in there to run block. I get it. You're in there to make that play. And the NFL is a harsh reality. That's what you're in there for. Like, if Flynn was in the game, he was in the game to make difficult throws. If I was in the game, I was in the game to make difficult blocks. He's in the game to make difficult catches. So, like, I'm not saying it was easy, but I'm not going to give you a pass when that's why you are there. It's to make that play to high point the football. It's a very difficult catch, but it was in his hands. He was bringing it down, and he allowed the defender to knock it out.
Yeah, it's a good life lesson. We live in a results-oriented world. Football in the NFL certainly is a results-oriented league. And you didn't make the play. You're not out there for a good try. You're not out there to try hard. You're out there to do. And didn't get it done. And it is frustrating. It would have been a hard catch. It would have been the announcers would have said, what a great throw, what a great catch, great play all around. I remember I threw a pass like that against the Vikings one year.
Yeah.
And it was to a tight end right up the middle. He was number 3. And it was one of those, two-man
in the progression,
situation.
not on the jersey.
No, number 3, the third guy lined up. So in that, he became my number 1 because it was like cover 2 man. So he's running like a seam, and you're catching the linebacker in transition. You throw it over the top of his head. Yeah. It was like the throws that I'd watched Aaron do a billion times in a game. I'm like, I did it during the game. Yeah. Made a good throw, and he dropped it in the end zone. That was a game we tied. I was like, oh man, you want that on your highlight film? And I'm still definitely over it.
Tight end, what year that would have been? We can look it up, or you can just give us a name.
I don't want to call names.
Okay, we'll look it up.
I mean, we had a lot of tight ends.
Okay.
What year?
The year they tied the Vikings. Mm-hmm. So that's when you came back.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah. We'll look it up.
He was a good player. I mean, he wasn't our starter. He was a good player, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember. It was one of 2 people now.
I was about to say, you're awful with names. I'm surprised you
Andrew
remember who
Corliss was our tight end for the big part of that year.
I've never heard
Brandon
that name.
I'm not gonna
Bostic
name
was there as
names.
well.
Those are 2
I
names.
can't remember who it was, though.
Those are 2 names I've never heard.
Andrew Corliss?
Never heard.
I'm going to
he's
say
Penn
there was
State.
a better chance it was Bostic. He was targeted 6 times, only 1 catch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It was probably him.
That's not great.
Jermichael Finley.
He
He would have caught it.
He didn't play that game.
He would have caught it. He was
definitely
very,
thrown
he was
the ball.
very underrated.
He was incredible. It was
It was a short period of time.
a
but he was
short period of
really
time
good.
where I was like, wow, that guy's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's really good.
He had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
He had a lot of concussions.
Someone's asking if they should take the Saints in their Survivor
No.
League.
Don't
No,
do that.
don't do
Absolutely.
that.
Don't do that.
No,
I mean, we're
don't do
guaranteeing
that.
the win.
Yeah,
You should.
yes, for sure.
I think you should.
Wait, who wants the Survivor pick this
I'll
week?
take it this
It
week.
was-
You
yeah.
want it?
Anybody
No,
else
go
want
ahead.
it? I mean, I don't know who it is, but I'm saying I'll take
It was Matt last week.
It was the Eagles.
The Eagles, yeah.
That got hairy.
Well, Harry, it should have been
Good pick, though.
good
I
pick.
Yeah, you got to
mean-
look at the
Solid.
opponent they're
I
playing.
was a little nervous,
Good
actually.
pick.
I mean, Dak out there having the game of his life.
Still wasn't good enough.
Nope.
Give me your Taylor and Alondra. Give me your Super Bowl predictions right now. Not the winner, the game. Based on 1 week, way too early reaction.
Just based on how they looked week 1, Bills Packers.
Bills, Packers, okay?
Bills for sure in there. I don't really know about it. I didn't watch the Packers, so I
Yep.
don't have an opinion on that.
The clips that I follow a lot more. I get a lot more Packers fed to me in my social media. So
Yeah.
the clips on defense, and I want to see if maybe we can pull it up next segment. Like the clips on them flying around to the ball. I said this term yesterday, and I hate to overuse it, but like football is great. So it was like defensive football porn watching this. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is like
Wow.
it is people flying
Say
around to the ball,
football erotica.
and flying and running to the football is a choice.
Yeah.
It is a choice on defense. You either choose to do it or you choose not to do it. Oh, those guys got it. They'll handle it. There's already 3 over there. Watching them is like watching a zombie apocalypse movie. Like it is 11 guys flying to the ball. Like watching film, like you're the Commanders watching the film right now. It's like, man, these guys are flying to the ball. They are playing with an extra level of effort that you just don't see all the time in the NFL in the regular season.
Fair.
They're playing playoff football right there. And it is a fun watch to go see these clips of these guys. And like I think it was one of the guys was Jahmyr Gibbs making great moves, like a great run. He jukes like 2 people, but he's still like within 1 yard line of scrimmage. He bounces it out. There's like 8 more guys attacking him, biting at his knees, biting his kneecaps.
So I think the Bills, and then I'm looking at this. I'm just looking at the divisions and
I'm
the
going
conferences.
Commanders Chargers Super Bowl right now.
I like Commanders.
Commanders, Chargers.
But
we don't like the Chargers that beat the Chiefs.
That aren't going to make the playoffs.
and the Bills just.
Oh, you want to bet that?
The Chargers.
I think they
the Chiefs. The Chiefs are.
I was about to say, I'll bet you.
I
Chargers
think the Chiefs
right
squeak
now.
in, but I mean, my bold predict. I don't think they win the division. Mm-mm.
I don't know if it's bold anymore.
I mean, I didn't really. I don't know. I
You
don't feel
you like
great
the
about
Bills
the
in
Chiefs.
the AFC. You said?
Yeah.
What about the NFC? Who'd you say?
I don't know. Like I'm looking at it. I like the Commanders, but
They look good.
Josh Allen, if you can take home field,
Home's big for them.
Home's huge for them.
Like they're one of those teams they need to be at home.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Like all jokes aside,
yeah.
like the Chargers, it doesn't like.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
we all know they don't have home field advantage. So.
I know they played the Giants, but the Commanders' defense looked really good, and
They
then
did.
Debo looks like he's back in rare form. So
Yeah.
I mean, again, it was the Giants, so I can't really make that much of a judgment off of it, but I do like the Commanders. I didn't watch the Packers, so I don't know, but I don't know. I guess I'll go Commanders, Bills. Got to stick with my guy,
All right.
JD.
Yeah. All right. Did you say?
That's a Packers Bills.
All right. Let's write those down. That's definitely turnover chain worthy if you
guys-
predict the Super Bowl.
Both of you have really good teams. It's all convenient, isn't it? Very nice.
sure
Hey,
is.
you
Hey.
can choose either one of them.
And we're
Hey,
going to
well, I'll tell-
eliminate
okay.
some
Yeah, let's
teams.
do
A little
that.
bit of a teaser. One of them's getting eliminated.
We'll
next
eliminate
segment.
some
No.
teams. I know which one it is. You're a dirty dog. Go to trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com is the website if you want to sign up for those roll-off dumpsters. 3 different sizes to choose from, and they're going to make sure you have the right size. You tell them what your project is, and they're going to bring that dumpster, deliver it to you. And if you don't maybe tell them exactly what it is and you undersell how much trash you're going to have, they're going to come empty it and bring it back to you. Incredible customer service. Trashrangers.com, residential, commercial as well. Check and see if it's in your area. Go to trashrangers.com. All right, so when we come back, we are going to eliminate some teams. Therefore, Tay-Tay, as he chooses a new NFL team to root for, and we'll do that right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyota.batonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, every single vehicle is always available. And they've got something for everybody. Every need that you have is going to be met over at All-Star. And it doesn't matter what your needs are, right? If you're looking for a sedan, multiple hybrid, multiple midsize SUV, multiple truck, multiple. They have so many different options. The Sienna minivan, the Sequoia, that full-size SUV, and you can customize it as well. Like one of my favorite cars around town from All-Star, they've got a 4Runner. It is all white with all black tires and rims. It is the Stormtrooper look. It is very cool, and they can customize the Murdered Out Mini for you. So many different things they can do for you. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
The Murdered Out Mini. Whoa. If you're in the market, if it's just that time of your life where you need to upgrade, you got to get a new car, you got a lot of miles on it, or maybe you just family's bigger, you got a different job, you just need a different purpose. Go see them. They are conveniently located on Airline near Go to, or you can go to their website and see everything they got on the lot right there. All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB on this Tuesday morning. We are going to throw it to Tay-Tay, and we are going to eliminate some teams. A little NFL Bachelor. Tay-Tay, who are we getting rid of as we try to find you a new home now that the Cowboys have left you and you've left them in the desert?
Because we did some soul searching last night, and I have to eliminate the New York Jets. I can't do it. I understand that Justin Fields had a good game. He's got to go. Look, for so long, Jerry Jones has held me hostage. Am I really going to pull for a team Woody Johnson owns? Absolutely not. His son was picking players based on their Madden ratings last offseason, and they made a joke about it. I can't do it. I've been a laughing stock as a Dallas Cowboys fan. I would be in the exact same position as the New York Jets, and I should have eliminated them yesterday. So the New York Jets are out.
It's a good call. Good pick.
The Chicago Bears are eliminated. I cannot get behind Caleb Williams. Just not my vibe at all. After last night's game, going into the fourth quarter, they had the lead. They blew the lead. I know what it's like to pull for a team that chokes in big moments. The Chicago Bears certainly did that last night. So, therefore, the Chicago Bears are eliminated. We're also going to eliminate the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right.
I don't know
that's
if I could do
smart.
a long-distance relationship thing, and their owner is just begging.
Duval.
Well, that right there should have eliminated them off the bat.
Immediately.
But I don't know if I can
Kills
do
me.
the long-distance relationship thing. And their ownership seems just determined to move them to London. They play more and more games there every year. I couldn't do a long-distance relationship. I've never done one. There's a lot of unknown right now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're eliminated as well. The Denver Broncos, gone. As much as I love Bo Nix, I've been a big Bo Nix defender on this show. I just can't get behind it. Going to somebody who has hurt people that I'm close with,
Sure.
as Sean Payton is their head coach, it just feels slimy to me. Like, I wasn't in a relationship with the Saints, but I know a lot of people who are. I can't back a Sean Payton-led team.
Sure.
I just can't do it. And the final team eliminated today, the Green Bay Packers.
Hey, upset.
Dang.
Upset, baby.
They looked
Bad decision.
excellent.
Cut his mic
Yeah.
off.
They
Cut
were-
his mic off.
No, leave it up. Turn it up. Turn it all the way up.
Worst take ever.
All the way
This
up.
I don't know
list.
who to listen to
I
here.
just
Me, I got
picked them.
seniority.
NFL Bachelor sucks.
I'm
I just
older.
picked them as my Super Bowl pick out of the NFC. They looked great. But watching Micah Parsons in a Packer jersey hurt me, and for that reason,
Yeah.
I can't do it. They
For that
remind me
reason,
too
I'm out.
much
Oh,
of
so
my
you-
toxic ex.
so
They
of
remind
the-
me of the one who got away, and I
Yep.
can't do it. I
love
can't
it.
jump
I
back
love
on
it.
because they just remind me too much of the guy that just broke my heart 2 weeks ago. So for that reason alone, look, Packers look great. Jordan Love finally starting to play well. They looked dominant there on Sunday. I can't do it because of the Micah Parsons factor.
He left
That's-
for the same reason you left. Y'all have the same intentions.
I get it, but doing that is just
the same
is-
mindset.
is following the Micah Parsons train a little too much for my liking. I love everything about the Green Bay Packers. I love the city and everything. I can't do it because of Micah Parsons.
Yep.
So they are eliminated, and we now have 10 teams left.
Do you
What
have
are
the
the
10?
10?
Yeah.
We got Saints, Bucks, Titans, Vikings, Lions, Chargers, 49ers, Rams, Bengals, Bills.
Don't
Okay.
do it to yourself and go ahead and eliminate the Saints. You'd basically be rooting for the Cowboys all over again.
Okay. All right.
Alondra, can I interest you in the Packers?
No, she's a Saints
No,
fan.
I'm a Saints fan, but I'm very, very interested in the Commanders. Might have to
Yeah.
cheat a little bit.
I like watching.
I-
it, too.
I-
I'm not even-
I'd like to
I had
say-
to eliminate everybody in that division because as Cowboys fans,
Yeah.
I've hated them my whole
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
I couldn't just.
I'd like to say that, like, I'm not upset. Like, I'm not hurt by this. But, like, I'm taking this a little harder than I thought I would.
Yeah.
You know? It's an
yeah, he
emotional
wore his little green
situation.
shirt and
look.
everything today.
That was, listen,
There we go.
I left them around. I got a green shirt on too.
I thought
Okay?
that, like, you and Micah Parsons
y'all
would be
are-
kind of
that's-
kindred spirits a
Yeah.
little bit. Like,
We
he hates
are.
Jerry.
And
You
look,
hate Jerry.
Did I listen to the
Wow.
outside noise a little bit? Yes, I did, but I've always prided myself on not being a bandwagon fan, and that screams it if I just follow Micah Parsons to his new team. It's nothing the Packers did. It's just a personal feeling.
Yeah. So you're the
All right.
problem.
All right.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's a great
absolutely.
list. I think it's a
guess I'm
great
wrong.
list. I think you're doing outstanding. I think it's 10 great franchises to be able to choose from. So well done. Love
That's-
that
that's
I feel
segment.
wild-
like if
that's
you
wild
know
behavior,
Tay
dude.
Tay, I feel like if you know Tay Tay, you might already know the
I
direction he's
think
going.
I
in.
know the team, and
Like, even
I don't want to say it on air. I'll say it in.
Yeah.
even for suspense of the of this segment,
Yeah.
Packers need to be top 3 at
No,
least
no.
for the suspense. For the, like, at least
They're
have
not,
an
though.
overnight date with them.
I did it. Look,
Overnight.
An overnight date.
we
Not in
went
the top
to
10.
Green Bay,
look,
right.
we had a great date Sunday
You
afternoon.
gotta
Matt.
create the anticipation of the segment.
Their date Sunday afternoon with me could not have went better. But when I looked in the mirror and did some soul searching, I was like, you know what? It's just not
Yeah.
the right fit for me right now.
That's
You
crazy.
mentioned
I
it.
don't
It
know.
is
Yeah.
me. It is not them. I am not ready to commit to Micah Parsons once
The-
again. I can't do it.
Wait, are
It's a
they-
little too much baggage.
You should have spent one night with them overnight. You got to see because
Hey.
they play Thursday night
They do.
before you
Hey.
pick on Friday.
Hey,
I'm
He's
fighting.
so
I'm
upset.
passionate.
hey, listen.
I'm passionate.
Listen, you're trying to text through it, and it's getting worse. You're trying to text through it, okay?
That's right. I got like the long,
Yeah.
the long message.
Yeah.
No, please.
And
All
she
right, you're right.
and she's reading it, but she's not writing back right now.
Just good.
So
We don't want you.
I'm not reading that essay, bro.
We don't want you to be an owner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, or congratulations.
We don't want you to own an NFL franchise with us.
Are the Chargers still? I know you just said it, but they're still in there?
Yeah, best uniforms in the NFL.
Yeah, Chargers are still in the top 10.
If he picks the Chargers, we already know who his favorite out of you two are.
No doubt.
Pandering.
I mean, I think he already did because he eliminated the Packers, and the Chargers are still available, and so are the Saints. So our two teams are still there. Flynn's not. Go to KTZBlinds.com. KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been doing this since 2004. Give them a call today, 225-337-985. They service your area. They are throughout the state of Louisiana. They can help you out interior and outdoor living. Have Brandon Barton and the team come out and check out your project, KTOZBlinds.com. All right, we'll take our last break. We'll wrap it up answering your questions. We'll ask the bench here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, the G team. Get Gordon. GetGordon.com. Garrett Nussmeier's on the G team. Don't know if you've seen those clips. Garrett Nussmeier.
He played football.
Plays tackle football for the Tigers.
Probably be in New York a little bit later.
Wears number 18, in case you were wondering, Flynn. Garrett Nussmeier. He's on the G team. I mean, so many of your favorite LSU athletes on the G team there. And you can always check them out on social media. At Get Gordon is the handle on all major social media, so you can see what they are doing, with your favorite athletes, also throughout the communities here in Louisiana. Go check them out, getgordon.com.
That's right. You go to the website there. You can also check out their Gordon McKernan Billboard Design Competition. And you got until September 21st to design a billboard with Gordon McKernan. Are you kidding me? Driving down the interstate right now, you look up and you're like, oh, man, that's something I designed. Or little Timmy back home designed that. Whatever you're a kid, whether you're an adult, whatever. Design a billboard. Go check them out and let them fight for you as well. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, getgordon.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back. OTB, final segment here. A little Ask the
Hey,
Bench.
Taylor, when you come back every hour and you give the weather?
Yeah.
You suck today.
Thank you.
It's terrible.
It was awful.
Matt,
your
I
voice,
told
you don't even look good when you say it.
It was
your
hard
voice sounded
for me.
terrible.
I love cheese curds. I do. It was hard for me.
Yeah.
Just mozzarella.
Oh, yeah, and your hair?
Yeah.
Stupid today.
Small mozzarella
Okay,
sticks,
listen.
yeah.
You can make fun of whatever you want. Take back the hair. Take it back.
Don't mess with the do. I bet your
lawn
yard
sucks.
is in shambles as well. Yeah,
I
your
was on
lawn's awful.
vacation last week, man.
I think someone drove by your house the other day, said weeds all over the place.
Ooh, say it ain't so.
Yep. Weed station over there.
Say it ain't
Things
so.
are getting tense in the studio
we're
right
just
now.
getting a
These are
little
good.
too personal. Look, don't say something that you're going to regret later, is all I'm saying.
I don't think he did. I think he said it was
No
just,
regrets.
Yep.
no regrets.
Not even one letter?
Not even one single letter. Ask the bench, how much hazing can we expect from Flynn towards Taylor? Feels like a lot now.
It's not even hazing. It's just going to be pure mean bullying.
We need it. Taylor used to get bullied by T-Bob.
All right.
Ask the bench, have y'all gotten the painfully long text from T-Bob yet? What context we talking about here?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I hadn't gotten a text from T-Bob in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
I think he was a little emotional watching
Well,
the
it's 'cause he's-
game last week.
And he's competing
Was he?
against us now.
He is. He is our
He's a
competitor.
competitor.
He is. They have a morning show that is in the same time slot as ours. So we got to treat T-Bob just like we treat McElroy and Cole.
That's right.
Same thing.
Him
Same
and Big Cat.
Yeah.
Lame.
Who?
Big Cat.
Don't know him.
Yeah.
Ask the bench, was this Flynn's villain turn moment? Yes.
Heel turn.
This is my heel turn. That's right. I've been nice. I've been nice this whole time.
Ask
Not
the
anymore.
bench. T-Bob said his commute to work is an hour on the train or an hour and a half if he drives. What's the max travel time you deal with for a job?
5 minutes.
That's way past it.
I
I'd
was
say an hour is
I was
probably more.
45 to 50 when I lived in San Diego.
Hour absolute max for me.
And
like
Oakland,
45.
I was
I would've-
45 to an hour just because like I wasn't
I would not.
I just got married. I wasn't going to put my new wife in Oakland. So
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, we lived way east.
We lived north. Yeah, we lived north of
in
San
Seattle. I lived in Issaquah.
Diego. Yep.
And that was probably about 35, 40 minutes. But yeah, an hour for like a. Oof.
No.
Yep.
that's
Hey,
fair.
go to Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. Been doing it in this game for a long time. Not only in emergencies, if you're looking to upgrade, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. All right, we love you. We thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back, same time, same place.
Love you.
Off the bench.
All right,
You,
the
Taylor.
NFL is here. And every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That is promo code Baton Rouge. You get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Again, don't forget about that $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensing partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.